Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I'm back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I've got so many here, I don't even know how I fit these all into 1 week, except for that I wore a lot of things that just don't last very long. So I was able to wear several fragrances a day. But yeah, I'm gonna jump right in because I've got a ton. So the first thing I'm gonna start with is this beauty here. This is the Vince Camuto Fragrance Mist, and my beautiful friend Jacqueline sent this to me. I absolutely adore this. I had the perfume, a bottle of this perfume years back, and the perfume, something about it just didn't mesh well with my body chemistry. The kind of sweet rum ended up going very like saccharine on me in a bad way. This body mist though is where it's at with this fragrance. The body mist doesn't go weird. It's not quite as sweet as the perfume. It's got the lightness of a body, like of a body spray, but it's really, really cozy and just stunning. For a body spray, this will last a very long time too, especially if you layer it over some lotion, and you can pretty much layer this over any kind of lotion. Like this would probably go over coconut just fine. I layered it over some vanilla lotion and it was phenomenal. And the vanilla lotion that I layered it over is my Bath & Body Works. This is the Warm Vanilla Sugar. This is an old bottle. I tracked this down on Mercari. It's like in one of the, I don't know, this is like the second or third, I think, formulation of Warm Vanilla Sugar. I love it so much. It's such an amazing smell. I just love it. And this lotion lasts absolutely forever. This is back when Bath & Body Works lotions used to just be a beast, which some of them still are, but a lot of them aren't. But yeah, I mean, even if you read the ingredients now, yeah, there's some pretty bad ingredients in here. It's got parabens in it, which, parabens are no bueno. They're really, really bad for you. Parabens, phthalates, really bad. They're forever chemicals. Once they get into your bloodstream, it's very difficult to get them out. So yeah, this is not good. I don't actually use it all that much. But yeah, every once in a while I think I'll be all right. But anyways, this was an amazing combination. I loved it. I smelled incredible for hours and hours. And yeah, thank you to Jacqueline for sending this. I adore it. So that is the first combo. Okay, second, I wore this beauty. This is Salvatore Ferragamo Signorina. This is the EDT formulation, and I am obsessed with this. This is one of my favorite rose perfumes in my collection. I love it because it's got this milk mousse. I think it's a milk mousse. I think it's milk mousse and rice steam notes in it. And so it's this beautiful, sweet, watery, very modern smelling rose, but it's got this light creaminess to it. It's stunning. This perfume is an absolute beast. You will smell like this until you wash it off. Your clothes will smell like this until you wash them. It's just, for being such a light, airy, gorgeous hot weather fragrance, it performs amazingly well. I never have to layer this with anything because this is fine on its own, but anytime I wear like a really beautiful, sweet, kind of modern smelling rose, I always pull out my Rehab Moroccan rose oil because this is also a gorgeous, sweet, this one, I wouldn't say it's a watery rose, but it's a very modern smelling rose. It's a sweet, very modern smelling, kind of medium bodied rose. It's not light, but it's not heavy either. It's somewhere right in the middle. It's got a gorgeous depth to it. I love it. It's such a beautiful rose oil. If you're looking for a really beautiful, sweet, modern rose oil, Al Rehab Moroccan Rose is incredible. And yeah, I will link a website that you can get these oils off of for pretty reasonable. I can't even remember the name of the website off the top of my head right now, and somebody told me that they raised the price on these, and I'm sure they have. Everybody's raised the price on everything, sadly. But anyways, yeah, I'll link it for you. Gorgeous combination. Next, I wore my beautiful Untamed My Greek Lover fragrance. So I just uploaded a video talking about the new formulation that she has released of Chocolate Earth. And it's gotten me, oh my goodness, it's gotten me focused back on my Untamed fragrances, and I'm obsessed with Untamed. I am just as obsessed with Untamed as I am Dreamhouse Ikiryo. They're my two favorite houses, I would say. At this point, I can't think of any other house, niche, designer, I don't care. I can't think of any other house that I would rather smell than Untamed or Dreamhouse. They're very different, but the way that they both create perfumes, and they're just magic. They're just magical. Both houses are just magical, and Untamed is no different. And My Greek Lover is amazing. This is, oh my gosh. It's one of those perfumes that almost makes my eyes water when I smell it because it smells so amazing. This has got Greek mastic in it, but it doesn't have as much mastic as there is in like Mevlana, but it's still definitely there, and it's stunning. This is bright and very, very fresh smelling. It's a white floral. It's like a really, really bright, kind of very slightly sweet, very fresh, very clean white floral. It's amazing. I love it. Anytime I talk about this perfume, I always bring up Tender Poison from Dior because it's the only thing that this even smells remotely similar to, but it doesn't smell like Tender Poison, if that makes any sense. It's like, it's really the only thing I can compare it to, but it's still, you know, its own scent. But just to give you kind of an idea of what kind of a scent it is, it's similar. Not really. I don't want to say it's similar, but it's, you know, in that kind of family of fragrances. Absolute beast. That you're gonna smell like this until you wash it off. You only ever have to apply it one time. I am a chronic oversprayer. I can't help it, even when I'm spraying on really strong perfumes like this one, because this is a strong perfume. You don't need more than a few sprays of this and you will be good, like I said, until you wash it off. I put on probably 6 sprays of it, and it was amazing. It smells just incredible. I just love Untamed. And she is offering travel sprays now. And I believe she's got a discovery kit too. So if you are interested in Untamed, I will link her website down below. Definitely check out her discovery kit or the travel sprays of any of these. They are amazing. So that is Untamed, My Greek Lover. It is like the perfect hot weather scent. Okay, next I got my Scentbird in the mail. This is Commodity Gold. This is the new formulation, and this is I think this is the expressive one. So I'm pretty sure each commodity fragrance has like 3 different strengths, and this is the expressive one. It's not, I think there's like just the regular one, and then there's expressive, and then there's bold. I didn't want bold because I think I've smelled bold, and I want to say that the bold one had that metallic musk in it that I really don't like, but I really wanted to smell the expressive one. It's like I like it, but I also don't like it. There's something kind of weird in the dry down with this one. I like it when I first spray it, and I enjoy it on skin for maybe the first 15 minutes, and then there's just something kind of weird in the dry down with it. And it doesn't last any better than my original Commodity Gold, which is quite possibly the worst performing fragrance I've got in my collection. It is terrible. I can get maybe 10 minutes out of that perfume. I'm not even exaggerating. And this is no different. Well, I shouldn't say it's no different. I could smell this one for maybe like an hour, probably not even an hour. Maybe like between 30 and 45 minutes. I could smell this, and then even that weirdness in the deep dry down, even that completely faded away within an hour. So yeah, this is just a miss for me. I was hoping, especially because they've got 3 different formulations of it now, I was really hoping that one of them would perform well. This one is not it. So anyways, that is Commodity Gold, the expressive one. Okay, next I wore this. This is an Andromeda's Moon fragrance, and this is inspired by Coconut Nanas. I cannot remember for the life of me who actually makes Coconut Nanas. I'll have it on the screen for you. This is I love the way this smells. This is like an amazing, really vanilla heavy sweet coconut. I love it. It kind of smells a little bit like a body spray to me though, and there's nothing like super special about it. So I think you could probably find like a body spray at Walmart that smells just like this. So it's not something I would want a full bottle of. I really enjoy it though for what it is. This lasts all of about 30 minutes on me though. So as soon as this wore off, which was very quickly, then I sprayed on this. This is insane. This is from Love and Nature. This is Coconut Vanilla Orchid. It's an eau de toilette. It's from Walmart. My beautiful friend, Christine, sent this to me. I thought for sure it would perform like a body spray. I love this. It's got kind of a weird like funk when you smell it in the bottle. But once you spray it on skin, that completely goes away. This is just a really beautiful like coconut and vanilla fragrance, leaning heavier on the coconut, and nothing groundbreaking, you know, just a super nice vanilla coconut fragrance, and I love it. And this thing was an absolute beast. I sprayed this on thinking that it was gonna wear off, you know, at least within an hour or something. It never wore off, ever. Like, I was done after I sprayed this on, and I could smell this on myself until I took a shower the next day. And I was so amazed. Like, as time kept going on and this just wasn't really wearing off, I was amazed. I was like, holy cow, I had no idea. And she sent me another one too. So I've got 2 of these and I'm super excited about them because they smell amazing and they last forever. So yeah, that is the Coconut Vanilla Orchid one that is so good. Next, I wore this oil here. I picked this up after, I think it was when I did the video about my top 3 favorite notes, and I was talking about vanilla being, you know, one of my favorite notes. A subscriber named Cynthia, she's so sweet. She said that I think somebody sent her a sample, or she got a sample somewhere of Jimmy Choo Vanilla Love, which I had actually come across that perfume myself, I don't know, maybe like a year ago or something, and I was looking for it and it's impossible to find, like impossible to find. And I'd completely forgotten about it. Well, she said that somebody sent her a sample, or she got a sample somewhere and she fell in love with it, but when she went to look for it, it's impossible to find. So she found a dupe oil, and this is from a company called Unique Oils. And again, this one is Jimmy Choo Vanilla Love. This is phenomenal, you guys. What, my goodness. It's like a sweet, woody vanilla. It reminds me a little bit of Mercedes-Benz Club Black, but it smells cleaner than Club Black. And I think this might have like a pepper note in it, which is where I think the cleanliness is coming from. And it's clean in the sense that it's very clear smelling. It's not clean in the sense that it's like soapy clean or anything like that. It's very clear smelling. And because it's the pepper, I think it's pepper. I'm quite positive it's pepper. But it's almost like the pepper is what's giving it that really beautiful clear vanilla, but it's still really, really warm because it's the pepper. It gives it a warmth. It's phenomenal, you guys. If you like Mercedes-Benz Club Black, I think you would really like this. This is very, very unisex. It's not like a gourmand vanilla. It's not like a frilly vanilla. It's not an overly feminine smelling vanilla. I've only had this for a couple weeks, and they have a website. And in fact, I've got a cart saved because there are more that they carry some really unique oils, hence the name Unique Oils. So I've got a cart going because there are definitely more that I want to try. And yeah, I want to say I got maybe 4 to 6 hours out of this, maybe like 5 or 6 hours out of it. It wasn't horrible at all by any means. It lasted really, really well for a vanilla oil. I love this one. So yeah, uniqueoils.com, and it's so good. Next, I wore some of the samples that I picked up from Anubis. The first one, this one I did not wear, and I'm gonna tell you why. So the first one I wore is this here. This is Fakhar Ayuni. Yeah, this is a beautiful, sweet, clean, like sweet, clean fragrance. It didn't last very long though, so I probably would not pick up a bottle of this one because I think I got all of maybe an hour out of it. It didn't last long at all. This is another Fakhar fragrance, and this is Fakhar Najoom. And this one, it smells almost identical to this one, to the Noor Ayuni. This one might be a little bit sweeter than this one, and this one smells a little bit stronger than this one, but they're so similar that I just wanted to point that out. Even though I haven't tested this one yet, it smells so similar to this. That's why I haven't tested it, because I'm like, I've got a lot that don't smell similar. So yeah, so Fakhar Noor Ayuni and Fakhar Najoom smell very similar to each other. And then the other one I tested is this one here called Paris Corner Autobiography Supreme Gold. This one is so good. I can't remember what this, I used almost the entire vial too. I've got a little bit left, but not much. I think this one is a clone of something, and I can't exactly remember what, but this is beautiful. This is warm and sweet. It smells like it's got a touch of tobacco in it. It's more of like a sweet, warm vanilla with maybe a touch of tobacco in it. This one is so good. Having to dab it on, it didn't perform very well on me. I want to say I got maybe like 2 hours out of this, but I feel like when you have a spray bottle, they perform so much better. So it's like hard for me to judge this. Would I want a full bottle of this by the way it smells? Absolutely. I love the way this smells. I think it's amazing. It just doesn't perform very well, but I'm wondering if a spray bottle and being able to spray it on would help it perform better. I just don't know. I will tell you though, I would absolutely buy a full bottle of this, and if it was one that I just had to keep reapplying, so be it. It smells so good. So anyways, that one is Paris Corner Autobiography Supreme Gold. I've got another full bottle in here that I wore. I wore my Acqua di Gioia Essenza from Armani. I'm starting to get a massive dent in this one now, and it's so sad because this, I mean, it's not sad, but this one is long discontinued. It's almost impossible to find this fragrance, and I absolutely love this. This is my favorite. This is my favorite version of Acqua di Gioia that I've ever smelled. I like the original Acqua di Gioia. I think it's really pretty. But Essenza is, oh my gosh, it's just on another level. Not only that, I love the metallic looking bottle. It's just so cool. So this one is mint and sugar and lemon, and it's beautiful. I think it's got a little bit of musk in the base. It's sweet and citrusy. This thing is an absolute beast. This fragrance will stay on until you wash it off. After about the first 4 hours or so, you'll start to go nose blind to it, and you will think that it's worn off. It has not by any means worn off. As soon as you go outside into the sun, as soon as you go outside into the sun, it's like you can smell it again. This one really works well in the heat. In fact, I think that the hot weather really brings it out. It's just so good. But yeah, I could smell this on until I took a shower the next day. I didn't wear another fragrance. The day that I wore Essenza, I didn't wear another fragrance at all that day because this hung around forever until I washed it off the next day. So yeah, I absolutely love this fragrance. Again, it's my favorite from the Acqua di Gioia line, and this is like a unicorn in my collection. And in fact, I'm gonna be filming that video next, and you'll see this, so I don't need to talk about it a ton, but yeah, it's a unicorn. So anyways, that is Acqua di Gioia Essenza. Okay, I am still working through so many samples and decants that were sent to me over the past month, I would say. So the next one I wore is this one here. This is Javoy Fire at Will. This was sent over in a decant swap I did. This is an incredible vanilla. I've heard so many good things about this fragrance. I love this one. Sadly, it just didn't perform very well on me. I'll have to try this. I'm gonna hang on to the rest of my sample. I've still got a good, like another good wear in here. I'm gonna hang on to this one until cooler weather comes back around, and then I'll test it in colder weather. I think I think this one might perform better in colder weather because it's pretty hot here now, and I don't think it was any match for the heat. So yeah, this one is definitely gonna get put away until next year, but it is a beautiful, yummy vanilla. So that is Javoy Fire at Will. And then the next one is, this came in the same decant swap. This is Anamor, and this one is called All That Matters. I used up this entire decant. This is a really beautiful, clean, very slightly sweet musk. I loved this one, but this one didn't perform well on me either. I think I could smell it for, I don't think I even got an hour out of this one. And I love musks. It reminds me, this one reminds me a little bit of Estero. Smells like Estero. And because of that, I definitely don't feel like I would need this. My Estero oil is amazing and it performs super well. And then I also have the Egyptian musk from Kumbamade, which performs really well too. And it also smells similar to this. So this is beautiful, but I think this is a niche fragrance, and I think there are cheaper things on the market that smell exactly like it. So that is Anamor, All That Matters. Next, oh my goodness, you guys, I left the last two for last because these are the best. The first one is, this is Dreamhouse Ikiryo, and this is Beija Flor. So I know when I did my Dreamhouse Ikiryo video, talking about the contest and going through all of the samples that were sent over, this one was my absolute favorite. And it's really hard for me to pick a favorite out of Ikiryo fragrances because I am such a fan and I love them all so much that it's difficult for me to ever, pick favorites. But this is a clear favorite. Beija Flor is phenomenal, you guys. If you like fragrances like terracotta, in fact, Guerlain terracotta is probably the closest thing I can compare this to. It's something similar to Guerlain terracotta, but this one has more body to it. It's a little bit sweeter and performs way better than terracotta. It's so good. If you like fragrances like that, if you like a sweet white floral that's a little bit beachy, this has got a touch of coconut in it. This is warm sunshine in a bottle. It's fantastic. I mean, if you're a fan of Dreamhouse Ikiryo and you can just imagine Vincent making a beautiful kind of slightly beachy sweet floral, that's what Beija Flor is. It's phenomenal. Lasted forever. It was an absolute beast, and I was not expecting that because I'm pretty sure this is like a brand new, this is a brand new fragrance. It probably hasn't been made for very long, so I thought for sure, being something that smelled something similar to terracotta, that it would need to macerate and that this one might not perform as well. Nope, I was wrong. This is an absolute beast. The day that I wore this, I never wore another fragrance. This was all I wore that day because it hung around all day, and it's incredible. It's such an easygoing, just beautiful fragrance. So anyways, that is Dreamhouse Ikiryo Beija Flor. I think for those of you out there I think for those of you that find Dreamhouse Ikiryo fragrances to be challenging, this is a fragrance from the house that I think pretty much will be universally liked. I think that this is a fragrance that I can't imagine anybody finding this challenging, like on any level. It's phenomenal. This could be an amazing introductory fragrance to the house. It's so good. So anyways, that's Beija Flor from Dreamhouse. And then last but not least is this fragrance here called the Seduction. I don't totally remember what the notes are in this. I have to go back because I'm not super familiar with these fragrances yet. I'll have to go back to the email and I'll put them on the screen for you. I just remember that this had like a very strong berry note in it, and that's what it smells like. This is like a deep, dark, really rich, kind of slightly sweet, like almost like a plummy berry fragrance. It's phenomenal. Oh my gosh, it's so good. That's exactly what it is. It's a dark kind of berry fragrance. There might be a little bit of booze in this, but it's this beautiful, sweet, dark berry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got wine in it. I'm quite sure this one's got wine in it. So it is. It's like a boozy wine and berry fragrance. It's dark but sweet. Oh, it's so good. I love this one. This is one that I think we'll need to macerate for just a little while. I think this one projected and I could smell really well for probably 3 hours-ish. But I know that once this one sits and macerates, oh my goodness, it's gonna be an absolute beast, just like every other fragrance is. But these are brand new fragrances. Like, I'm quite sure these were just made. Yeah, this is phenomenal. This is another one that I think a lot of people would like, just because it's such a gorgeous berry, like boozy berry fragrance. I can't imagine many people not liking this one, unless you just don't like anything on the dark side. And I wouldn't say this is a super dark perfume, but it's definitely, you know, on the darker side than lighter. It's phenomenal. It's so good. So that one is called the Seduction. Okay, next, I don't know how I didn't see this full bottle. I thought I got through all the full bottles, but I didn't. Next, I wore this. This is Dior Poison Girl Unexpected. I love this perfume. This is the EDT formulation. I don't think there's an EDP formulation of Unexpected, but this is like, oh, it's so good. This is Poison Girl, but if you add a little bit of ginger to it, and it is phenomenal. I love Poison Girl because it's got that like just beautiful sweet syrupiness to it, but take that and just add like some fresh ginger. And it's amazing. And it adds like a facet of warmth to it with that ginger. It's so good. Unfortunately, this perfume hangs around for, I don't know, maybe, I don't think I can even get an hour out of this. It's so sad. It's such a bad performing fragrance. I don't mind fragrances that only last 3, 4, 5 hours. That's perfectly acceptable to me. It's fragrances like this, when it gets to like you can't even get an hour out of it before you need to spray something else on, that's when it gets just to be kind of annoying to me, because it's like, dude, I don't want to have to spray a perfume on an hour after I just sprayed something else on. And not only that, when it's such a good smelling fragrance like this, I want to smell it for longer than an hour. And this one, it's just, oh, it smells so amazing, but it just performs so badly. I will still wear this though. I love it. I enjoy it. The time that I am able to smell it, I really enjoy it because it smells so good. And I love this bottle. I love the black bottom and the pink liquid. Yeah, in fact, this is a bottle that I will probably keep when I get through the perfume, which I have to overspray with this one so much. And yeah, I'm already almost halfway done with this bottle, which is crazy. I wear it like maybe twice a year. But yeah, I do love this one. That is Poison Girl Unexpected. Okay, and then I wore a couple of my Sweet Essentials vanilla oils. I love these. I pull them out when I'm just craving like a vanilla fragrance, like a pretty simple, easygoing vanilla. The first one I wore is Fresh Vanilla, and I love this one. It smells like exactly how it sounds. It's just a pretty easy, kind of slightly milky, fresh vanilla. It's just an easy breezy, simple vanilla. This one's great for layering. It's great on its own. I can get a few hours out of these. They're not the best performing oils in the world, but they're not the worst either. I really like using these to layer with, though I did just wear these on their own. And then the other one I wore, I adore this one so much. This is called Dreamy Vanilla. It's Dreamy Vanilla type. So this is Dreamy Vanilla from Victoria's Secret. And I absolutely adore this fragrance. It smells phenomenal. It's kind of it's like a sweet, warm vanilla. It's got a touch of like a perfuminess to it though. It's definitely not like a gourmand, but it's got like the coziness of a gourmand. This one's hard to explain, but it is one of my favorite oils that I've picked up from Sweet Essentials. It's so, so good. I wish I could find like a bottle of perfume. I don't know if Victoria's Secret ever made like an actual bottle of perfume called Dreamy Vanilla, but if they did, oh my gosh, I would kill to have it. I love this fragrance so much. But again, you get, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours out of these oils. They're easy enough to reapply though, so it's really not that serious. But yeah, this one I absolutely adore. I love to wear it on its own, which is what I did. You could probably layer with this one, but this one's complex enough that I think it does really well on its own. But yeah, I do love this. So anyways, that is Dreamy Vanilla type. And that is going to be it, guys. Those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.